Hey y'all, it's Sarah back again. So today we're gonna be talking about going to Hobie's concert in New York. I went to the concert and Brooklyn, New York, and I went the second day. So this is gonna be me talking about my experience and what it was like, and I had so much fun. So let's get started. So let me start from the beginning of how I got to the venue. So getting to the venue was an adventure. So the day before, I tried to get into the trains and tried to figure it out, and I couldn't. So I decided, no, I'm not going to do the trains because I can't figure it out. And I got lost when I tried to the trains. So the day of the concert, I was like, I'm gonna go to an Uber and I'm gonna be fine. And so the plan originally was for me to go early so I can get the merch, and then I can come back to my hotel room and then put the merch away and go to the concert and just enjoy myself at the concert without having to worry about the merch. But I woke up feeling sick. So when I left Florida, I was already feeling a little bit under the weather. And so it didn't help that it was super cold and windy, and so I started to feel worse, and so I ended up waking up later than I was hoping to get up so that I can, go do the stuff that I wanted to do. But I went to the concert and I was like, you know what, it's fine, I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna buy the merch while I'm there. So I decided I was gonna buy not that much merch because I had so much stuff already on me. I had like a jacket and then my wool coat, and I also had a scarf and a purse. And when you buy stuff in the concerts, they don't give you a bag or anything. You have to carry it, and so I was like, I couldn't get a lot of stuff. Anyways, I will show you what I ended up getting because it was cool. But the story is that I on the Uber, I chose a different location. I thought I had chosen what it was called, the Barclays Center. I thought that was what I had chosen, but I chose something else that was like very similar name, and it was in downtown Manhattan. And I was like, my Uber driver was driving me. He's like, "Oh yeah, this is Manhattan." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I was thinking, I don't know, my brain just kind of like got erased or something, because I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I was taking videos, and then I was like, "Wait, I stayed in Brooklyn." Like, my hotel was in Brooklyn specifically because the concert was going to be in Brooklyn, New York. So I was like, I'm going to do that. And so I was like, why am we in Manhattan? After like we were there for a little minute, like I was like, why are we in Manhattan? And then he stopped and he's like, we're here. And I was like, what? This is not a concert hall, what? And so I told him, and then we looked it up. I got lucky that my Uber driver was like, I'll take you there. And he was like, I'll charge you $40, which, if you know anything about Uber, that's actually not that expensive. It was fairly cheap. Well, I'm sorry, I'm still feeling a little bit under the weather. Well, I got finally into the concert. It was like 2 hours before the concert started, and so everybody was already lining up to get into the concert hall, because usually they open it like within an hour, 30 minutes or an hour before the concert starts, so everybody can be able to sit up and like settle down and look for their seats and stuff. So I got in, like I got in. I told my Uber driver thank you and all that stuff. We made it with time. I was a little bit freaking out, but I got there, and then I immediately saw all the crowds, all armies were like there. And so I asked where the line was to enter for general admission, because that's what I got. And I had taken with some candies, because armies usually give you little freebies, which I have to show y'all. So this is the little purse that I took. In there, when I went to see BTS in California, they specifically wanted you to have a clear bag. And so this was a pretty good sized bag. So I was like, I'm going to take this, because the Barclays Center didn't require a clear bag. But I was like, it'd be easier for me to just go in. They see that this bag is there, because they're supposed to research or search your bag. But it was like a little screening, like you put it in a little thing, kind of like in the airport, and then it will pass through a screen. Anyways, but it was clear. Anyway, this is what I took. So I got the freebies the armies were giving me. You guys, armies are so cool. I can't. Also, I want to give a shout out to these two ladies that I met. I'm not gonna tell y'all their name because I don't know if they're okay with being on social media or anything like that. But they were sitting next to me and they were so cool. They gave me a ride back to my hotel. Ladies, you're so cool. You know who you are. I honestly, armies are so cool. Like these ladies are baby armies. And so I hope y'all enjoy your ride with BTS and have so much fun because they're so cool. Anyways, so some armies were like giving freebies while I was in the line to get in. So they were like, I have a freebie. Do you want one? I was like, yeah. And I was giving some. It's like a guava candy because I'm not very good when it comes to like making things like this. This is so cute. Look at this. It's a little acorn because you know Hobie or your Jhope it's a little squirrel character. So they were giving this away. So I gave candy. So they gave me something and I gave them something, and then I got like a little photo card with a haichu. I haven't eaten it yet, but I'm gonna do so. It's so cute. I swear. Some armies are so crafty. Look, I got a little friendship bracelet. So these are like the stuff that I got from armies. It was super cute. So I'm showing you this because this is before the concert. I'm definitely gonna talk about the concert because it was so cool. This is the little button thingy that I got, and I got a little picture from Jack in the Box. It's so cute. And then I got a little friendship bracelet that says Jhope. And then I think this is a little sticker, a little Hobie. And I think this is super cute. Look at this. This person is they're just so cool. So anyway, so I got some freebies and I gave away some freebies. Honestly, this time around, I felt like I was a little bit more prepared. When I went to see Yoongi in concert, I went and I was gonna get in the line for the merch and then get water, and I missed out like the very first few songs, like 2 songs I think I missed out on because of like trying to get water because I got so thirsty while waiting in line. But anyways, so I had decided that I was gonna go right away when I enter to my seat and find it and make sure that I know where I was, and then I was going to see if I can get in line with the merch and then get myself some water. I actually had a water bottle with me in the bag. It came through. I didn't think it was going to go through, but I was like, I'm going to try it and see, but they saw it. They said nothing about the water, so I was pretty happy I was able to have that backup water too, because when you're in the concert you be screaming and sometimes you need some water. So anyways, so I went to my seat, I got into my seat, everything was good. And so I saw I had like an hour left. I was in the second floor, so everybody was already in the first floor making lines for the merch and for drinks, and they were so long. And so I had decided I was going to go just up to my seat. When I did that, I'm so glad I did that because I did that, and I had time and I got out and I saw that the merch line was literally like in front of the little entranceway to enter for all the seats. It was right in front of it, and then there was a person selling water. So I got on the line, and the line was moving fast. I was in the line for about 20 minutes or 20 to 30 minutes. I want to say less than 30 minutes. And I was able to I got to show you the shirt because it's so cool. Okay, I got this shirt. Oh, I already slept in it because, girl, this shirt says Brooklyn 25, and then obviously it says Hobie's name on here. It says Hope on the Stage because it's the name of the concert. And I had seen it and I was like, this is so cool. So I bought myself this and my mama a shirt with Hobie's like on it. This is a small, but I'm a small person, and this is like an oversized t-shirt, so it fits me kind of like a dress, literally. Like, let me show you. I really enjoy it though because it's a comfy shirt to sleep in, but it legit fits me like a dress because I'm So it's like a mini dress. It goes all the way. And Hobie kind of wore something like this at one point, but he tucked it in. But see, I don't know if you can see, but it hits right there. It legit, it's like a little mini dress, but it's so cool. Look at it. Okay, I love the shirt. I have to take it off though. So this is the shirt I decided to get. I wanted to get another army bomb because I had two and one of them broke, so I only have one now. Um, but I just didn't have a lot of space with me because I had, that jacket, another wool coat, and then the scarf because it was super cold outside, but inside it was so hot. So everything I was carrying in my hands, and I just didn't want to lose the merch I was going to buy. So that's why I had planned to go in early to buy the merch early, but it just didn't happen. It was just not in the plans. But anyways, so I got in, I did that, I got my water, and I even had like 5 minutes to spare before the concert started. Like that was like so good. It just worked out so good for me. So I got into my seat, I sat down, I met the armies that I was talking about earlier. They were next to me in the seats, and we were talking about like, you know what? I bought my ticket the week of when they were doing the pre-sales, and it was so stressful, and I didn't even get it like through pre-sale. I actually got it through a scalper, which was about it was 400 and something, about $500 what I spent. The two armies I'm talking about, they bought their tickets like I think the day of is what they were saying, and they bought it for cheaper. I honestly thought that the day of concert tickets were more expensive from the scalpers, but apparently not. So maybe I'm gonna try that. I don't know if I will, because it always makes me nervous. As soon as the concert was announced, I bought the plane tickets and booked the hotel because I was like, I'm going to go. Like when I saw it, I decided where I was going to go. I decided for New York because I had never been to New York, and so it was like an excuse to go. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone to New York and experienced it even just a little bit. So and it was already in my bucket list. So we went to see Hobie. Well, the concert. Let's talk about the concert because that's what we're here for, right? I'm definitely gonna post the videos that I took. I'm gonna post a few of them in my shorts. I am sorry in advance because all the time I was just screaming because come on, like you're going there to see him perform and to sing the song with him and just have fun. Well, all I gotta say is, first of all, this outfit that I put together, I was trying to be inspired by Hobie's outfit. He has there's a song called Mona Lisa that just got released this Friday. He actually first sung it in New York for the first time. He hadn't even released it. The first day, I was seeing on YouTube that there was a new song that he was singing called Mona Lisa, and I was like, oh, I hope he sings it. He did sing it. So this was the inspiration for this outfit. He has a little belt that says Mona Lisa, and this is the closest belt that I have that's like a chunkier belt. Anyways, the song is really good. Go check it out because it's so good. Also, Sweet Dream. Like, y'all gotta give this man some love because his songs are so good. I can't. Anyways, what was I saying? It started the show, and it was. Y'all have. Oh my god, I can't. Y'all have to be there because it's so cool. First of all, I really wanted to go see Hobie in concert by himself. Like, I love BTS and I love them together. They're so fun. Their concert is top notch. But when Hobie did Lollapalooza, I was not gonna lie, I was very jealous I didn't get to go. It was in Chicago, and at the time just couldn't go to a concert like that, especially because it was a music festival. It wasn't like his own concert. So he had said that he was very nervous about it, and Jimmy Fallon, he was like, Hope on the Stage. What I created Hope on the Stage because of that, music festival, Lollapalooza. Everything was great. Honestly, I'm very thankful for all the armies that went and had the time of their life with him in Chicago on Lollapalooza, because he's also going to do Lollapalooza again in Berlin. So y'all, I'm so excited for y'all. And And I'm very thankful that he did this concert, because honestly, I've been dying to see his songs in concert, and I really want them to release the live concert like remixes, because they're so good. They did that for Jack in the Box, but only Jack in the Box. They didn't do it for anything else, but that was really good. Anyway, so he talked about that. That's why he created Hope on the Stage, was because everybody, like, the response on the episode was so great. He wanted to do it again. So the concert started. It was, so I saw the first day when he did his concerts in Korea. I saw the first day, and it kind of started that way where it's like the stage is red, and it's like getting to it, the dramatic effects, and so it was so good. I was so happy. Anyways, the thing that I wanted to talk about is the songs that he picked out. I was hoping that he would do so for Hope on the Street Volume 1. My favorite songs to go to is I Don't Care, I Wonder, and what's the other one? I always forget the name. I really love the song though. Oh, Lock on Lock. That's the song of it. I always forget. I don't know why, but it's my favorite song. And he did. So oh my god, I can't. I'm trying to organize my thoughts. So he did those songs like back to back, and those are like like if I show you my playlist, and if you see it, those are the songs that I listen to the most from this album. I just love those 3 songs. Honestly, Neuron, I enjoyed Neuron when it first came out, and I was like into it. But like as time went, I've been really into those 3 songs. But I'm not gonna lie, after the concert, I found a new love once again towards Neuron, because like the performance with Neuron is so like he has. Okay. Going back. He had was a street dancer. If you know anything about Hobie, is that he was a street dancer with a group called Neuron. And my favorite thing is like what he did in the concerts. He had like the dancers doing street dancing, and it was just so cool, like the pop and lockin'. When the songs, I don't remember what song it was, but I think it was like the beginning of Neuron. I can't remember now. But like they were doing the little dance there. At one point, this guy, I don't know what his name is. I don't know who he is, but I thought he was super cool. This guy, if anybody went to the shows in Brooklyn, the second day, and y'all know who he is, because like this kid was really, really good. He was wearing like a blue shirt, and I was very impressed with his dancing. His dancing skills great. If he's not like a massive, like well-respected dancer, he's way on his way to it, towards that, because it was phenomenal. His dancing was it was so good. All the dancers were amazing. The dancers he had with him, they were all so cool. I love that he did the breakdancing, kind of like a breakdancing battle. That was so cool before the song started, and they'll have their little moment. It was so good. And he did those 3 songs. I was so excited for those songs. I was hoping that he would do those songs, because those are my favorite. At least from this particular album, I was very excited for it. And he did not disappoint. We got to sing it. And my favorite part was when I Wonder came on. We sung the ending with Jungkook, because Jungkook is the feature on that particular song. Jungkook's parts in mostly English, so he had the crowd singing with him, and he made us sing. My favorite thing about BTS is you can see how much they enjoy being on stage, doing what they do. Like you can see how happy he was to be there, to be performing, and like this man has a smile the whole time around. And you can when you can tell when someone is forcing their joy. This was not the case. This man was like super happy to be there, super excited to be performing. And that's one of my favorite things about BTS is you can see the love that they have towards the craft that they do. They put their all into it because they want you to find joy in it, and they themselves have found joy in what they're doing. That's one of my favorite things that I like about BTS and all the members, is they do something that they enjoy doing. It's not because they have to do this to get more money or more fame or whatever. They're doing something because they like doing it. And I am so happy to have seen that. Like they are such cool performers, such cool entertainers. But the one thing that I enjoy is how much they enjoy just being there in the moment and enjoying their time, performing the songs, performing with armies and stuff. My favorite thing that he did too was like when he communicated, when he talked, he had like a little session of like talking about, the songs. When he did Mona Lisa, so he did Sweet Dream. Sweet Dream had just came out, I want to say like maybe a week and a half, I think, when that happened. Like it had just come out, hadn't been that long, and he did Sweet Dreams. It was so good. Sweet Dream, man. This guy has been doing so much like dance challenges. Hobi, Hosok, man, don't change. This is you're keep going, man. You're doing so good. I am so happy for you. So he did Sweet Dream, and then he did the new song Mona Lisa. And when he did that song, I was like, oh my god. First of all, you can tell a lot of people were like, what is this song? Like, I never heard the song. And I was like, I think this is a new song. And I was like, because I've never heard the song. And everybody was like, what's this song? Like, a lot of people kind of already knew that there was going to be a new song because of the day prior. And so I already had an idea that there was going to be a new song. And when that happened, I was like, damn, bro, Mona Lisa is so good. The dance to Mona Lisa. And so after he did that performance, he had a moment to talk, and he was like, what's your favorite song? And he's like, it's Mona Lisa, isn't it? Everybody was like, yeah. I mean, I love Sweet Dreams. It's such a good song. Honestly, their song is just so good. But Mona Lisa makes me want to like dance. And Sweet Dreams makes me want to do like a little soft dancing. But Mona Lisa makes me want to get down, you know what I mean? Like that's why I enjoy I Wonder, I Don't Care, and Lock on Lock. Is those songs make me want to dance, like just break out dancing. It's just, I love dancing. I suck at it. I'm not like anywhere near any competition level or anything like that, but I enjoy dancing, and so those are the songs. But that was just such a cool surprise, because Sweet Dream was a surprise from the very first day of his concert when he performed it. That was a song that, he hadn't released. And honestly, I was hoping that he would do something like that, because when Yoongi was doing his performances, he was doing his tour, Namjoon came in and did Come Back to Me, but that song hadn't been released nor titled at that moment in time. And so I was like, what if he does this? Because y'all, he came out of the military in October. In that moment, the very moment he came out, he went and started to work already on things. He came on live and he was like, like hinting about the concert. And I was like, there's no way he's not going to have songs, just because of the way he's been talking about like what he has been up to. And so when he did that, when he's been, releasing these songs, I'm like, this is such a good treat. Like, this is so good. Honestly, this concert was everything I hoped and I wished for. And even the unexpected moments, I was like, bro, this is so, like, I was not expecting for them to have like a moment of the breakdance and stuff, but that was so cool, because it's so Hosok, it's so Jhope, it's so him, because he was a dancer, he's like giving nod to that, his past of like being a competitive street dancer. And so I thought that was really cool. I honestly had so much fun screaming my lungs out. I love that he had BTS songs in it. Like, y'all know we had Mic Drop. But I love the moment he did Airplane Part 1 and Part 2. Because, like, Airplane Part 1 is a J-Hope song from Hope World. Oh, he did Hope World. Oh my god, Hope World! Bruh. Anyways, so Airplane Part 1 is part of Hope World, and Airplane Airplane Part 2 is part of a BTS song. So I love that he did that connection because like they're kind of related to it to each other. In many ways actually, and so I love when he did that. That was such a cool thing. He had done that in the first night. I ended up just watching the first night of the Korean leg of the tour, because they had like that you can watch it that you can watch all 3 days, but the time zone here only worked out for me to be able to watch one day. So I was hoping that he would do that, and he did. There's a lot of stuff that he changed, but there was a lot of stuff that he kept from the first day. Excuse me. And so that was like one of my things that I love that he did. I just, oh my god, he did Pepsi, yo! He did Pepsi. Okay. You know, Army loves this song. The meme that's going around, that's been going around for a few years, is when not Namjoon, when Yoongi goes, you know, this song is really big because of Hobie's hips, or what's it called? Yeah, I think it was like hips. You know, the hip thrust. You know what I mean? And then Jungkook and Jimin were like, "Excuse me, but my hip work hard too." I swear, I can't. These guys are too funny. I can't. Anyway, so we all lost it. He did Pepsi. It was so cool. I can't. These songs, I'm so happy that he did his songs and BTS songs, because this is what I had hoped. I mean, I think if anybody has seen my videos, I talked about this. This is kind of what I want to happen when BTS eventually goes on their tour, is that they do their song, BTS song, and then they do their solo songs. It's just, it was so cool. Because like, y'all, Okay. Anyways, when he did Jack in the Box, he did Arson. Oh my god, Arson. Oh, Arson. I can't. This album is so good. I love this album. Arson is I want to say one of my all-time favorite songs from there. Not from this album, like in total, in general. My niece actually, she loves this album. Whenever they come visit, they get this album out and play it a lot. Excuse me. But that was such a cool thing. Since Hobie I've been dying to see, you know, Jack in the Box in person, because that was such a good performance. And this, bro, he did not disappoint. It was so good. And then obviously he did some stuff with Hope World, and we had Daydream, we have Hope World, you know, hello to my, and then he did Ego. Oh, Ego was so good. He did a little dance for Ego. Na, 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 na. That was so good. I can't. I had so much fun with all the songs that he sung. I was like not disappointed at all. Even though I spent so much money on it, it was money well spent, honestly, because it was just so good. I enjoyed it so much. Oh my god, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of in a concert blues. I really want to go and see him again perform, because it was just so fun. But if you have not gone to see BTS or their individual work, I recommend it, y'all. If you're interested, if you're not sure about it, give it a chance, you know. Check it out and you'll not regret it. Even if you don't like it, you can always be like, I tried it. But they're so good. They're so good. I can't. Sorry. So my favorite thing is, okay, so the first night I saw it, the Korean concert, I was like in shock that, so usually what they do, this is what they do. They like, oh no, the show is ending. We're gonna go now. This is gonna be the last song. And then you know there's gonna be an encore, okay? And so you're like, this is not the last song. Y'all, this is gonna be the encore. He's gonna go back, change, and then he's gonna come back and he's gonna sing. So the first night, he got me the first night in the Korean leg of the tour that I saw the first day, because he did something different. He was like, oh yeah, this is the end. And he introduced the band. He was like, applause to the band. And he did the introduction, said the names of the band members that were playing the instruments. And I was like, wait, that's it? Because that's how he ended it in Lollapalooza. He ended it by, saying thank you to the band and to the dancers. But he got me there. Because it's like, there's no way. Where's the encore? What happened? And he's like, goodbye. He walked away. Like, he did it like that was it. Like, that was the show. I was like, what? And then everybody was like, wait, what's happening? No, there's got to be an encore. And it was dark for like a little while. I was like, no, it's not over. Because if it was over, they would have turned on the lights. I was like, he's got to come back. He was out there for a little minute. He came back. He's like, ha, you thought? He did the same thing. He introduced the band. And I was like, y'all, you can't. This is not serious. You're coming back. And then he came out. He's like, y'all, remember, I had to be wearing the merch at the last moment to happen. Anyways, it was so cool. And at the end, he introduced the dancers. So that was actually the ending. Once he finished introducing the dancers, which I thought was pretty cool, because like, they were really a big part of the concert too, with the dance battle and the stuff that they did. That it was really cool of Jhope to introduce the dancers. One of my favorite things that just popped in my head that was like, I thought it was super cool. I'm so sorry. Like I said, I'm still sick. Was that he introduced the dancers, and they had a little moment of like doing the little dance and stuff. I thought it was amazing, and that he did that. And I thought it was like that is something that he's paying respect to the dancers, because he himself was a dancer. Before he joined BTS, he was a street dancer. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still under the weather, but it was just so cool. Honestly, BTS and their performances never disappoint, and I was just so excited to see Jhope, because I had gone to see Yoongi in concert. I went to Chicago to see him, and it was so good. I was like, dang, you went all out. And Jhope, he went all out. He was like, I got y'all, and he did. It was so good. I'm so happy I went, honestly. But at the end, when everything ended, I had been talking to the armies that were sitting next to me. There was this other army that was sitting this side. It was weird when it ended up happening. I'm not sure what happened there, but in the middle, I want to say in the very beginning, there's this two girls that or armies that came. They're like, hey, there was like 2 seats empty. They're like, can we just go through there and sit? Because their seats that they had bought, someone was already sitting there, and they had the same seats. I don't know if this happened to anybody else, but this was really weird that this happened, because usually before you even come in, they scan your ticket. And so that was such a weird oversight. That was like the only thing that I saw happen. And at the end, they ended up, going to those seats, and nobody else came in and claimed those seats. So I'm not sure if it was like a glitch in the system or whatever, but I'm hoping that those armies had so much fun even if that happened. The army that was supposed to be on this side here, she came pretty late. She came like, I want to say 30 to 40 minutes after the show started. She told me that she lived in New York and stuff, and she got caught. So I was such a surprise, because I was like, girl, if I'm going to a concert, I'm going to be there as soon as I possibly can to be there, because I don't want to miss it. But I get it. Sometimes things come to be. Anyways, but the 2 armies that were next to me on this side, we had been talking and stuff, and they were super sweet, super nice, and they offered to take me to my hotel. And we ended up going to a place to grab something quick to eat. And I was so thankful, ladies. honestly, thank you so much. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, it was awesome meeting y'all, and I really do hope that we get a chance to meet each other again in real life and just talk it out. If you have any questions about BTS, I'll be so happy to answer those questions if I have the answer or where to get it. Honestly, it was just fun. Armies are always such fun people to be around. I just love BTS and the love that brings us together with everybody else that, you may not know them and they may not know you personally, but it's always like you feel that like family kind of thing. And it's always one of my favorite things about going to their concert. It's always so good. The one of the things that I wanted to talk about, and this is probably gonna be the last thing because I've probably been talking a lot, is when Hobie did Chicken Noodle Soup. So Chicken Noodle Soup is a song that he had with Becky G. I think from 2018 is when it came out. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so this song came on, and girl, so for y'all to understand what happened with the song is it's in 3 languages. It's in Korean, English, and Spanish. And when Becky G's part came on, she has part in English and part in Spanish. And so Hobie let us sing her part. He was like, take it away. And everybody was singing the Spanish part. And it was pretty loud. It was so cool. I can't. But that was such a fun moment for me because it's like, you don't need to know the language specifically to enjoy yourself. It's just as long as you enjoy the song or whatever and you know it. I thought that was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. Also, when he did Mic Drop and everybody did the chants, that was so cool, man. Because like this is like us telling BTS themselves, we are excited for y'all to come back. We cannot wait for you guys to come back. We'll be here. We've been here waiting for y'all. They've been in the military, but I'm just excited for the moment they come out of the military. I do hope that they do take a break. By that I mean that they let rest at least a little bit to come back into the world, because you're in the military. It's an insane experience to be in. It's not something that you take lightly, or whatever. But it feels weird to be able to acclimate to regular life. So I do hope that they take a moment to themselves as a group and as individuals to just breathe a little bit and like get together without cameras, without nothing. I honestly do want to see them getting back together and seeing the reaction and stuff. But as them as people, I want for them to be able to just be like, we did that. We went to the military and it was hard and stuff, and that they take a moment to just breathe. And my hope is to see them in concert. I'm not hoping for an album. I mean, if they did release an album, that'd be great. But I'm hoping for them to say we're going on tour. And even if it's not this year in 2025, even next year, or the year after that, I cannot wait. I am so excited. I am waiting for y'all to do that, and I'm ready. I do hope though that they do, because like coming up with the concert and the concept and all the stuff that you need to do, because it's a lot. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of stuff. So I will understand if it's not going to happen like right away, and it takes time for them to come back together as a group and stuff. So I'm just excited to see what ends up happening as them as individual artists and as a group. I've been enjoying the journey of their individual artistry and like what kind of music they want to do and what members going to do what and how they promote and all that stuff. I've been enjoying this, but I also enjoy them as a group as well. So I'm so excited for that to happen, because like with all the different experiences they have, they're gonna have like different inputs and different things, and it's just my favorite thing. I can't. I'm so excited. But anyways, that was all I wanted to talk about. I am definitely gonna make another video about my experience in New York and how that went, because it was a whole thing. But I've talked so much, and this was specifically for this concert to talk about, and talk about our Mr. J, because he's like, I am not Hobie, I'm not J-Hope here, I am J. Oh my god, fucking Hobie, I can't this man. But anyways, if you haven't already, check out Sweet Dream. I'll be back because that's a good song, y'all. Don't sleep on that song. And Mona Lisa, all his 3 songs. He's just my guy has only been back since October. And he's released 3 singles and is on tour. I'm like, bruh, I'm enjoying this though. I'm having so much fun. Um, to Hobie, he's not gonna see this, but I do hope that you're having as much fun as I am with your tour. But please stay healthy and safe, and don't catch a cold because I did. I will see y'all next time. Mwah. Bye.